Welcome to our second ever ButcherBox live selling event. Thank you so much for being here. This is a grand experiment. We hope it works well. I'm Mike. I'm the CEO and founder of ButcherBox. And Reba?
I'm Reba. I'm our Chief Revenue Officer, so I'm excited to sell you some stuff.
Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we have an hour segment, and we are going to show a whole bunch of different products. Some new stuff, some old stuff, lots of deals, lots of specials. We heard from lots of you that you wanted to take part in an event where we talk about products and then we sell them on our site. I've got a team of people over here who are putting stuff live on the site as we talk about it. We've got people who are going to be bringing in cuts of meat for us to show and to showcase. We're going to cook up some steaks and some lamb chops, which I'm personally very excited about. This is one of our new products. It's a 20-ounce T-bone steak, which we're going to be talking about. And here we go.
Yeah.
So what can people expect, Reba?
What you can expect tonight is it's actually our last day, if you put in your order tonight, for you to ship before Christmas. And so if that's important to you, today we're going to be offering a lot of things that you can only get tonight, last time to get them. We're going to have amazing products on sale. We're going to have some gift boxes going. So all of you that leave your gift boxes to the last moment, I am also guilty of that. We're going to have some 4-year offers, which usually we only do for Black Friday, Cyber Mondays. So if you missed any of those, you want some more of them, we're going to have that. We're going to have some free item giveaways from some of our partners. 2 of our favorite partners are going to be involved in that. We have some new products that we just launched and a lot more. So definitely stay tuned, invite your friends. And this is definitely the last day to ship before Christmas. So if you're thinking about that gift, you're thinking about something that you're going to make, what's that roast you're putting on your table? We're going to do that tonight.
And just a note, we are going to do some sales at the very end and give out a gift at the very end. So unfortunately, you have to stay with us for a full hour. If you get bored of my voice, just put me on mute or something, but stay for the full hour. Lots of deals happening, lots of specials. And what are we kicking off with?
We are going to start with a premium steak sampler. This is one of the favorites at ButcherBox. So you're going to get $75 off some of the best steaks that we have. We have a tomahawk, 2 thick cut ribeyes, which I know a lot of you like, 2 thick cut New York strips, and a T-bone for $75 off. So that's going to be, what's the total there?
$249.
$249 is the normal price. You're going to get $75 off of that. The code is premium steak, $75 off, 75 off. So definitely do that. We're going to put that in the chat for you guys to use that code on the gift box website. Please definitely go buy that. I think it's a great one. It's going to have all of your hosting cuts. The tomahawk is a wow cut if you have people over at your house. The thick cut ribeyes are good for like those nights in between the holidays where you're like, I don't really want to make a big deal, but I really want a thick, juicy steak. Thick cut New York strip is the same. And then that T-bone is also great if you have people over. So this is both for hosting and those nights in between. I think it's one of the best deals we've ever offered on this box, and it probably won't come back again because we don't have a lot of them because those steaks are really hard to get all in one box. So definitely go check those out.
All right, so while we're letting you digest whether you want to go and get a gift box, I'm going to throw some of these steaks on.
Ooh.
So this is a T-bone, and apologize for the hands. I'm going to be wiping them offset in a second. But we are going to be throwing a couple T-bones on so we can hear the sizzle and get excited. And I'm just going to say that I went to a steakhouse with a friend. Every so often, friends take me to a steakhouse, which I don't know why.
Dangerous choice.
Yeah, dangerous choice. But the last steakhouse, I live in Boston, the last steakhouse I went to had a T-bone on the menu for $110.
Wow.
And what you have here at ButcherBox is the opportunity to cook meat that's actually better than what you can get at a steakhouse. Absolutely. It's higher quality, it's raised better, it tastes better at a fraction of the cost. So sometimes, you know, when economic times are tough or things are uncertain, one of the things that we see is our members really appreciating the ability to get amazing steaks, great cuts, really hand cut, awesome steaks in your home. And if you know how to cook them, it's actually like pretty easy. So little known fact, most steakhouses at this point are just doing sous vide. Sous vide, for those that don't know, is where you put your steaks into a bag and you soak them in water to get it to a certain temperature. And then they put it through basically a toaster oven to get a crisp on it. And that's how steaks are cooked in a steakhouse. So if you like a steak that is actually cooked on a grill all the way to completion, or if you have a sous vide at home, getting steaks and having them at your house is an amazing option. How do I cook steaks? Over the past 10 years of running Butcher Box, I've been asked to cook steaks a lot. I find that all you have to do is just put a lot of salt on it. So I salted one side before throwing it on, and you just saw the amount of salt that I put on. I will let it cook, sear for 4 minutes-ish. Usually I don't use a Blackstone grill, but this is what we use in our office. And you just let it sear for 4 or 5 minutes, flip it over, let it sear, and then generally put it in a spot that is a little less hot for the last finishing to get it up to temperature. I believe we have a meat thermometer here, so we will either use the meat thermometer to get it. I like it at the rare to medium rare, 125 to 130. And that's it. And you can also just press it, and I'll show that in a minute.
Yeah. And speaking of those great at-home dinners, we also have an amazing box that we put together where you're going to get 4 tomahawks in the box, but you're only going to pay for 3 of them. So you're going to get $80 off, which is an amazing deal because you're going to get these amazing cuts of meat in that box. You're going to get it straight to your door. It also makes an amazing gift because it gives that gift that like tastes really good. It's functional. You'll use it. You're not worried like, oh, does this person like this color sweater? They don't. Don't buy it. Buy this instead. If you order it tonight, it'll come on time for Christmas. It's guaranteed to come by Christmas, which is one of the few options you'll have out there. So I think that you should definitely buy this one. It's one of my favorites. I think the tomahawk does really well. I don't think there's a single person who sees it cooked and goes, oh, that's mediocre. It's an amazing cut of meat. It looks great. It performs well, and it's super easy to cook, kind of like Mike said. I just salt it. You don't need to do anything else. Simplicity is key. We all have to make great Thanksgiving and holiday dinners, but this one is a real one where you can just put on the salt and go.
So a tomahawk is the cut that if you've ever seen the Salt Bay, the guy who throws salt like this, that is a tomahawk steak. So it is a large, thick cut ribeye with the full rib. So it looks like a tomahawk. Kind of looks like this. This is a lamb, but it's somewhat similar. And yeah, great presentation. It's the only cut of meat that when I pull out, people take photos. Like I bring tomahawks around. I try to send them to people. For family dinners, I have them. And whenever we're having tomahawks, it's like all the phones come out and people are taking photos. People get very excited about them. And again, it's a cut. I think Salt Bay sells them for like $500 to $1,000. And at a steakhouse, it's usually one of those dinners for 2. It's going to be about like $200 for 1 tomahawk. But you can get yours. Again, Reba said you get 4 for the price of 3. And yeah, we're super excited to provide them. It's one of my favorite cuts. I've been talking about it at the company. I can't get enough of the tomahawk. So great cut. And these are about ready. These are about ready to flip.
While Mike flips that, great story about a tomahawk. So we decided this year that we would go on the road for our top members out there. Ready. So our executive chef members. And at one of the dinners, we got the chance to serve a tomahawk, which was super special. And it was indeed the only time everyone pulled out their phone and was like, this is amazing. And the chef was like, honestly, this actually took the least amount of work out of all of them because you're just automatically wowed without much work. So I definitely recommend it. I really don't want like a complicated cooking process when I've been doing all these things. So I think that one's really fun and exciting.
Yeah. And so a couple things. One, you can see that this is like a little sticky. So just a quick steak cooking tip. If you're at home and you're like trying to pull it off the grill, and it's a little sticky, that generally means it's not ready to flip yet. So it's a good rule of thumb, even if it has been 3 or 4 minutes, but it's sticking. One, you want to make sure that you use some sort of fat, like a avocado oil or a butter or a ghee. But 2, if you're finding there's a lot of resistance, wait a couple of minutes, and you will find that once you've waited, it comes up really easily. So we flipped one, we're waiting on the other. And what do we have to sell, Reba?
Right now, Mike and I are going to talk a little bit about our favorite cuts.
Ooh, okay.
And so I'm going to talk about my favorite cut, which is a hot topic in the office. Everyone knows when it's this time of year, I'm ready to talk about a rack of lamb. I make a rack of lamb in my house at least once a week, which is like very controversial to people. I think rack of lambs are like the most amazing thing you can do. I'm a big mustard and rosemary, just like over season it, like put everything on it because the lamb just really soaks it in. I think it's an amazing cut. It's super easy. You can have that for dinner, nothing on the side, or just make some mashed potatoes to go with it. I think it's one of those things that I wish we could sell it all year. And so that's why it's super special tonight. We're giving it for 40% off. For those of you who are members, log in and buy that. I mean, that 40% off is huge. I will be adding at least the maximum of 10 into my cart. I make them,
wow.
Yeah, I make them every week, and we don't sell them all year. And so tonight is your night to make my dreams come true, because if you buy a lot of them, maybe we'll offer them all year. I know there's some lamb aficionados out there, so definitely please buy it. Lamb can also go really, really well next to another large roast on your table, so people have options and it's not obstructive. It's not so large that it gets in the way. And so if you're making a ribeye roast, it's great to have a rack of lamb on the side as an additional option that doesn't take too much time. I make it in my convection oven, so you don't even have to heat up your whole oven. You can just make it in that convection oven, 375 for about 27 minutes, not to be exact there. But I like mine medium well, which is a little different than how Mike likes his steaks. But that's a really, really great cut, and it's 40% off tonight. So we're super excited. So please definitely buy that one.
And the lamb rack, for those that don't know, comes in a full rack, so that we've cut ours to make it easier to cook. So in a convection oven, you would have it all together. We cut these, but it's a full rack. And yeah, this is also one of my family's favorites. We love lamb. I love the taste of lamb. And yeah, it's a great cut. One that we have spent a lot of time obsessively sourcing the best possible lamb in the country, in the world. We have a ground lamb product as well, but these lamb racks don't come around very often. And when they do, they sell out really fast. You know, Reba's putting 10 into her cart.
I'm going to take them all. Watch
yeah,
out.
she's going to take them all. So yeah, jump on board quick. The next one is the sablefish, and I know we have that in the freezer. Is somebody able to start running products in?
We're going to get it right now. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to just throw it in?
Hey.
All right, here we
go. There you go. Your favorite.
This is my favorite seafood item. Looks like somebody actually opened the bag and took some out already.
People are very excited about it.
This is called sablefish, also known as black cod, also known as butterfish. What I love about sablefish is it is a white fish. So you can see this is a white fish with a black skin. It comes individually wrapped. There are five portions, I believe, in each bag. And this is the easiest and most delicious fish you will ever have. All I do is I cut it open. I cook from frozen directly on the grill or in a pan. I generally cover it, but you get this side nice and crispy. So you have skin side down, salt it, and you wait until it starts to flake. The top will start to open up, and that's when you know it's done. It's the reason why it's called butterfish is because it tastes like it has butter on it. And the reason why is because the sablefish is in cold water. It's from Bristol Bay, which is way up in Alaska. And it is a deep water fish. And so they need a lot of fat in order to keep themselves warm. And that is, so what you're eating is an amazing fat source, an amazing flavor. It's just incredible. Everyone that I know that has had it is like, oh my gosh, I thought this was going to be, not to, denigrate cod, but like, I thought this was going to be cod and all dry, and this is like buttery and delicious. What did you put on it? And I'm like, salt. And what I love about sablefish is it's like a great example of what, when I started the company, the type of product and the type of quality that I wanted to have, which was all about like, can the product be good enough to just basically be served with salt? If your inputs are good enough, salt is fine. That's all you need for steak. You don't need elaborate. You can go elaborate. You can have a lot of different spices, a lot of different stuff, and our steaks and our pork and our chicken will taste good with that. But you can also just have it by itself. And that really simplifies things. It's like, what's for dinner? Well, you can take one of these, cook it from frozen, and everyone in your family will love it. So right now we are doing sablefish. You can add it to your box. It's 30% off, I believe, just for this hour. Yep. But sablefish is one of those things that is one of my family favorites, and is one of the best cuts. It's one of the ones that makes our customers the happiest when they get it and they try it. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of those products, to your point, Mike, that, you know, a lot of people haven't necessarily tried. Like, there's not like tons of sable fish. It's not like you go to the grocery store and there's just like sable fish everywhere. Like, it's one of those cuts that we really love bringing the variety alive. It's like one of my favorite parts of my job, that I get to like help figure out what are the new products we're going to sell to people, because there are so many things out there that you haven't discovered yet. And we love being that destination for you all to find something new, bring that to your table, get re-excited about a cut, especially one as simple as sable fish, like Mike said, just cooking it skin down. And so like the fact that you can do that is pretty awesome. And the fact that most of the people who've tried it at ButcherBox hadn't tried it before. And that's really the goal with a lot of our new products. We want to make them super simple, but we also want to introduce you to fun new things so that mealtime feels like it's getting more exciting without you having to put in more work.
Yeah. Sable fish is, there's also the miso black cod, which is a famous recipe. That is sable fish as well. So there's all these like very high-end restaurants that are using sable fish because they know it performs really well. And you can have this in your home. You don't have to go to the restaurant. You can enjoy your family. You can enjoy your table. And you can feel like a hero cooking it, because really it's one of the easier things. I mean, it's like 10 minutes in a pan, very easy to do. And I don't know, whenever I do something, or when I cook a product and I serve it to my family or serve it to my friends, and you just know that it, like, they're going to love it. It's just, there's no feeling like it. That's what I'm in it for. So yeah, that's the sable fish.
Yeah, I would love if people could put in the chat, like, which one do you like more, sable fish or a rack of lamb? Ooh. And have you even ever had sable fish? Was sable fish new to you? We love to hear that feedback live. You know, for us, it's super important that like what we're thinking is also true to you guys. That's why we do it. We do it so that you all have amazing meals. What's hot off the press right now, we have a launch. Oh. Which is our first time ever launching something live. So my team is over there sweating, probably trying to put this live, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. What's exciting about this is that we're launching it based on a lot of feedback. Back to like, you guys are the reason that we do this work. This is one that we heard so much feedback around, our 16-ounce T-bone, which is an amazing cut, but we've actually upped that. We have a 20-ounce T-bone for $39, which is pretty awesome. It's really great. We've been working on it for a while. We've been thinking about like, okay, people want thicker cut steaks. How do we offer more of that? You heard earlier, we were offering a box with thick cut New York strips and thick cut ribeyes. And now we have an even thicker T-bone, which I think is going to impress people even more than our last one did, which had great reviews, but we always know we can be better. So that one, go run and get that. That's on the website today. It's on the deals page. Email will go out soon, so definitely sell it out first. We don't have a ton of those. There's not a ton of them to go around, which is what took us so long in figuring this out. But we really do appreciate when you all tell us what you like and what you don't like and what could be better, because one of our core goals is around relentless improvement. And I think this product is really a testament to being able to do this, especially around the holidays, and launch it in time for you to get that in your box for Christmas in a few days. Remember your Christmas shopping and get all the gifts that Santa wants. So
Santa wants a 20-ounce T-bone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookies are out. T-bones are in.
Yeah. You can leave one of these for Santa and his reindeer.
And if you leave one for Santa, the person who probably ate it is probably your dog if you left it out. But don't worry about that. Your dog deserves a good Christmas too.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Well, these lamb chops are looking.
How are they doing?
Looking flippable.
Looking flippable, not sticky.
Do we have a meat thermometer in this office by any chance? Meat thermometer. Nope. Okay.
Do we have a meat thermometer?
We sent them all out to our loyal members.
Yep, we're sending them out. We can't show it to you from this vantage point, but we have a lot of packing of very special gifts going out to some of our best members out there. We love all of our members, but some members have, they've been around our table for 10 years since we got started. And so we want to do something really special for you all. And so we have our little elves, also known as our employees, over there packing up some boxes to send out to you all. We have packages going out. We have letters going out. So we're feeling the Christmas spirit for sure over here. And we're excited for you to have those gifts in your mailbox.
All right. Let's take a quick drink break.
Team, any questions in the chat? Anything coming up?
What kind of seasoning do you guys enjoy on your first date?
Ooh, that's a good question. I really like the lemon pepper from Butcher Box. We have a seasoning line that we launched. I don't know if it's up there. It's actually probably the one that's not up there. So that's exactly. It's probably me. I probably took it from the office.
One of these.
It's one of these, but it comes in a yellow label. I think that's one of the best ones that we have. I think that goes into the simple category. I put it on lamb, of course. I also put it on chicken. I put it on steak. I put it on really anything. I love a good seasoning that just goes a long way, especially if you're just trying to cook something right after you got home from work. So that's my favorite seasoning. How about you, Mike?
Well, I mean, I know we do have a line of seasoning and spices, which are great. So we've got the Louisiana style, which is the Cajun spice. We've got the Ranchers. We've got Captain's, which is for fish. We have lemon pepper. I personally am pretty boring. I like salt. That's pretty much my seasoning of choice is salt, sometimes pepper. And really that's all you need. And so, yeah, at my house, we like to keep things pretty simple. I have 3 young kids. Yeah, they don't always love seasoning on stuff. They kind of prefer, just basic. So, all right. Well, we need a cutting board. Is there a cutting board in the house? Oh, you got a plate? Okay.
We got a plate. That's okay.
All right. Plate will work.
Yeah.
And David, do we have a thermometer by any chance or no? All right, cool. We're going to go with the push test.
Do you have a better
All right.
knife?
Well,
What about the
you
knife
should
you
be
were
ready.
using earlier?
Good. Okay. So we're going to pull just
We're
the
gonna get a
steaks
better
off. Yeah. We're going to pull the steaks off. You can see these beautiful
Woo!
steaks. You want to pan in. That is one T-bone coming
Wowza!
off.
Wow, we have this baby cutting board.
That is insufficient. We will.
This is not going to cut it. Haha.
Not going to.
Please
cut
laugh
it.
at my jokes. Thank you.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. So we have some deliciousness coming off of the grill. We also have some lamb chops going to keep Reva, fired up about
Fired up and ready to go.
what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
And okay, so should we keep marching down the list of what?
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh, look at
A
this
knife
knife.
Knife has been
We have procured a knife.
found.
Yeah. So speaking of that Christmas holiday or whatever holidays you might celebrate with your friends and family, we have our last call for holiday cuts. So as I mentioned, this is the last day. All the boxes must go out. We have a lot of boxes we're trying to get out the door. We don't want to ruin any holidays. And so tonight is our last day to guarantee it by Christmas. Our team is working super hard at making that happen. And so what we're doing right now for the holiday cuts, we have a bunch of them. So some people might be turkeyed out. Some people love turkey for all of their winter holidays. We still have turkeys. They are 35 to 45% off, which is pretty awesome. And so go get those, run and go get those. Our team loves to sell turkeys through the end of the year because we know a lot of you like to double cook them. I'm not really a turkey person myself, to be honest, because I think they take a lot of work. But we have some great videos on how to make that simpler. And I think that helped a lot for my turkey making this year. So I would say it turned me in the right direction a little bit. So we have turkeys. We also have a rack of lamb, as I said earlier, 40% off. Just going to keep pushing my favorite cuts because if you buy them, then maybe we'll have them all year round. Maybe we won't. Our procurement team is definitely like, we won't. But that's why you should go get them now because this will be your last time to go get them for the year, probably until the springtime when we hit up the Easter holiday. The next thing we have here, another lamb products. We have a boneless lamb leg. And so for those of you looking for kind of a bigger hunk of meat to put on your table when you're serving it for your holiday or just having a nice dinner with your family, the boneless lamb leg is 45% off right now. And last but definitely not least, we have the ribeye roast. This is the creme de la creme of roast, I think. I think it's an amazing cut of meat. It's basically a ribeye, but better. It's going to feed the whole family. You're going to be able to have a lot of people around it. I think it tastes really juicy. I think it can fit into that simple area where I feel like a lot of roasts out there don't always fit into like simple cooking, but the ribeye roast definitely does. And so go get that. It's 30% off. Tonight's the last chance to order before Christmas. And I think that You know, when we talk about holiday cuts here at ButcherBox, those are so central to what we're doing as a mission, which is helping you feed your family, feed the people that are around your table. And holidays are a great time to gather around your table. And so I think all of these cuts really centralize the importance of sitting down with your friends, sharing a good meal, and enjoying a really quality piece of meat while not having to spend a lot of time doing it. And you can just put salt on it if you're in Mike's house, or you can put lemon pepper seasoning, or any of the other ones that we have. And we also have some partnership perks that we have in our account pages of other partners who sell other things to help you make that cut of meat. Which one do you like to make at your holiday dinner? What sits around your table?
Well, I am a big fan of the turkey. We used to sell turkeys out before Thanksgiving and not carry any inventory. And after a couple of years of people getting upset at us that they didn't have a turkey for Christmas anymore, or Hanukkah or New Year's, we decided to carry more turkeys. And I probably cook 3 or 4 turkeys over the season between. We do Friendsgiving before Thanksgiving. Then there's Thanksgiving, which sometimes is 2 turkeys, and then we'll have a turkey this year. I'm going to be with my entire extended family, and we're having a turkey, I believe, on Christmas Eve. So lots of turkeys. Love turkey. I agree. Turkey can sometimes be difficult to cook, but over the years, I've learned the method of I do salt water. A brine, and then usually like in a cooler, followed by cooking it in the oven for quite a long time. I don't stuff it, and I spatchcock it. So I
wow,
which is great.
We have a video on how to spatchcock it if you are interested, because it seems intimidating, but it's actually much easier.
Yes.
So we have a video.
You just need sharp scissors.
Very sharp, sharper than you think you need.
Yep. I'm going to take a bite of this.
Yeah, so maybe we'll put the link in there. Yes, we have a question. We do have some hams. We're going to talk about hams in a little while. We definitely have a lot of hams. Something special about our hams is that we have I'm being told by my team, truly just a little bit, not a sales tactic. They mean really, actually, we don't have that many hams. That was not on the list to talk about tonight. So mea culpa. But we do have some hams. How much are they on sale for? 15% off, and we only have a few. So really, this is a great product. What I love most about our hams is that they are fully cooked, so it makes it so much easier to make it. I would say that in our office, what's great is as we have new people join our team and they try the ham, they're like, "This is fully cooked." They're like, "This is so easy," because a ham, I think personally, looks a little daunting when you look at someone's like a full ham. You're like, "Am I gonna what do I do with this?" And then we have a fully cooked one. So you really don't have to do much. That's one of our favorite products here because you don't have to do much. That's probably why we only have a few left, because out of all of our major holiday cuts, it's our only one that's already cooked. So it is the one that, like, if you're looking for the easiest way to an amazing center of plate, this is going to be the thing. It's going to make it look juicy and delicious and exciting, and it's going to be a nice hunk. And so definitely go get that. It's 15% off. And that's a really, really, really good product. Do you eat ham?
I do. I love ham. I think our ham is delicious. The outer crust is really good, although I do like to put some honey on there as well. And yeah, you don't even you can just like open it up and start eating it. But if you put it in the oven for a little bit, it gets a nice crust on it. Ham is a great product. I think when we do our turkey, we're also going to have a ham because a few people don't like turkey.
Yeah.
And then there'll be lots of leftovers. So we'll have ham leftovers for many, many sandwiches to come.
Yeah. I do some pineapples and maraschino cherries when I put it in the oven.
Wow.
That's my family recipe. But now I don't have to make the ham, so it's even easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that comes out really well. I think it adds that sweetness that probably the honey on yours gets you. Yeah.
All right.
Any other products people want to hear about?
Any other products? Would you like a lamb leg?
I'm not going to eat on camera.
No?
I'm going to skip that part of my development. But he is.
Wow, it's delicious.
Yep, exactly. There you go.
It was salty. Delicious. We have a question. Yes.
Yes.
Are there any pork products that you guys are talking?
Any pork products? I mean, I think our Pork chop is one of the best pork chops out there, and we've been told that by people who don't have to tell us that. And so our pork chops are amazing. We have a really good boneless pork chop. We have a really good, what they're called, pork butts. Those are amazing cuts. And so those are some of my favorite pork products.
Is this like any pork product that we like?
Yeah.
What pork products do we like?
Yeah.
Yep. Pork chop's awesome.
Bacon is great.
The pork shoulder is amazing.
Yeah.
We have a bone-in and a boneless. Both of them are incredible. The tenderloin, I think, is a really good product. And the bacon, of course. We started this company with free bacon in every box. That's kind of how we started all the way from Kickstarter. Actually, the funny story is that when we launched on Kickstarter, we offered people, so this was 10 years ago, we offered people, if we got to a certain amount of people who bought, we would provide bacon in everyone's box. And then we finished with the Kickstarter campaign and started shipping out boxes and then started our website. And about a month in, my web guys called me and were like, we have a problem. We've been shipping out bacon to everybody and we didn't mean to. And my marketing guy turns to me and goes, why don't we just offer free bacon in the first box? And from that moment on, bacon became the cornerstone of ButcherBox. I think we have the best bacon in the industry. And we do bacon for life. We do bacon for a year. We do lots and lots of bacon. And we sell a lot of bacon. We give a lot of bacon away. It's an incredible product. And I think our bacon is better than anything I've eaten, anything I've found anywhere else. And I'm not just being biased. I'm a pretty picky bacon eater. Yeah. But our bacon is where it's at.
I agree. I think our bacon is amazing. And if you all caught it, we launched pumpkin spice bacon now 2 or 3 years in a row around that pumpkin spice latte time of year. That's a product that I really, really love talking about because I think it's one of those fun ones where we get to bring something in just for the season and then get that excitement going, get you to try it. It goes really well alongside all of your autumn and fall drinks and all of the things that you have, and you can go back to regular bacon for the rest of the year. So I think it's pretty fun. Now we have a chance for you to participate online. Whoa. So we're going to rely on our folks online to help us out here. We have 3 different deals and we want you all to pick. Here's what we got. We have our fully cooked chicken meatballs. We just launched those this year. Those are really good. The boneless pork chops, which I was just talking about, is one of my favorite. And then we have the chuck roast. We have a bunch of different prices off, but I'm going to have you guys write in the chat which one of those 3 would you like. So we have the fully cooked chicken meatballs, boneless pork chops, and a chuck roast.
Okay.
If you haven't decided what's going to be on your table, I would recommend you get that chuck roast. But if you've already decided what's going to be on your table for the holidays, I would go with either the pork chops or the meatballs. So that's kind of how I would look at it. Which one would you choose, Mike?
Pork chops, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pork chops are killer. Really easy to cook. And you know, it's not like your mother's pork chop is like what we like to say around here. So pork for many years was known as the other white meat, and farmers decided to really like create a pig that didn't have a lot of fat and cut it really thin and then teach everyone to cook it until it's like white in the middle. All of which just reduces all the flavor that is pork. The beauty of pork is it is when the animal is raised well, when it's in open pens, open pasture, the animal puts on a lot of fat and has marbling, and a pork chop, which is that the same as the lamb chop or the same as the tomahawk, it's all the same cut. It's you know, kind of the rib section. The pork chop is incredibly tender. It's marbled. It's delicious. And it is not like, it's like a steakhouse quality pork chop. It's the type of thing that you'd get at a steakhouse, not what you're used to or not what you've had before. So I like to tell people that they might want to try pork again for the first time, because what we're offering is completely different than what you have gotten in the past.
Amazing. I think that was a great explanation, but it seems like it didn't sway the people.
All right.
I'm hearing that the people have forgotten about their holiday cuts. That's what I'm hearing. It seems like you all chose the chuck roast, which is great. That's going to be 25% off. It's going to be a great cut to get. I definitely recommend it. We love it here. I think that if you haven't decided on what's going on your holiday table, this is going to be a really, really great option. But you should definitely still add the pork chops and the fully cooked meatballs. The meatballs, I think, are a great weeknight staple. I use them when I'm making a pasta and meatballs, and I'm trying to make it in the next 20 minutes. Those meatballs are really going to help with that. They're very juicy and tender and easy to make. You can pop them in the air fryer and make them in the microwave. And really, we really are trying to help you all just get to dinner faster with high quality, great cuts of meat. So please go and add those chuck roasts. Excited that you all voted. Thank you so much for participating in our little game here. Speaking of new products that we've launched this year, and actually just very recently, meatloaf is a seasonal product, so that will not be here the whole time. So we'll have that for how long, team? How many more weeks we're gonna have meatloaf? Alrighty, so we'll have it till February, but I think you should really get it now. Meatloaf it's also fully cooked, so easy. Back to those easy cuts, you can just make them. So again, we have a bunch of cuts that we're talking about today. You either just add salt or they're fully cooked and ready for you to go. We launched butter chicken this weekend. This is one that has been a true labor of love. We saw that lots of people are buying these at grocery stores, and that flavor profile and what that tastes like is really, really something that customers are really liking. And so we saw it go off the shelves this weekend, but we have a bunch of it to sell to you all. So run and go get those. I'm excited about it. I added 3 packs to my box. And then we have the sirloin cap, which is always here, but also new. And so that's a really good cut. Have you made a sirloin cap?
I have, yep.
Yeah.
Also known as the culotte or the picanha. Yep. So if you want to do like the traditional sirloin cap, like the picanha, you would cook it on a grill or something like that, and sear it, and then cut it into slices, and then put them on a stick, and then sear those, which is quite good. But I think the sirloin cap just, I guess I'm just a creature of habit with the salt, but again, with salt, really hot grill, put the fat side down, sear the fat, flip the other side. Sear that side, and then put it on the cold side of the grill and just let it cook for a while, or stick it in your oven. If you don't have a grill, you can do the same thing in a pan, sear, put it in. I heard a chef a little while ago say something like, if you don't hear the smoke alarm going off, then you didn't cook it hot enough. I think that's a good
that's me every weekend.
When you're searing in a pan. That's a great way to go. You want a lot of smoke. You want it to really sear and then stick it in the oven. The sirloin cap is a great product, and it's a leaner cut. So, for people that are more into like a fillet versus a ribeye, a sirloin cap is lean, but it has a cap of fat on it. So you get the lean as well as some of that tasty fat. Which, if you're the type of person who cuts the fat off, it's probably not the cut for you. You probably want to stick to a fillet or something like that. But sirloin cap is an awesome product. So Reba, I have some questions on the butter chicken.
Ooh, tell us.
I know that you have been very excited about butter chicken.
I'm very excited about it.
Because you're like, everybody orders butter chicken. People love butter chicken. Can you just explain to me and everyone else, like, what's in a butter chicken?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it comes in a kind of yellow curry sauce, and ours is already fully marinated, and it's going to come ready to serve on your table. Usually people eat this alongside a basmati rice or any sort of long grain rice. I think it tastes really amazing. So it's not spicy at all. It does come in a curry, but it does not mean it's spicy, which is an important distinction because I know some people do not like spicy. The butter chicken is specifically the one that is not spicy at all. And so this one I think is like a really great way to have a very tasty version of chicken. We see a lot of people, a lot of you buy a lot of chicken. We see you buy it, and we know that like it gets really daunting night after night to be like, how am I going to make chicken tonight? How am I going to make chicken tomorrow night? And we want to honor that with giving you new ways to experience chicken with new flavors and throwing in some extra options. This comes after, us really experimenting on like what kinds of flavors should we add. And so we definitely want feedback when you get it. We'll be sending out feedback links. And so definitely get that. But yeah, it's really a yellow curry sauce that goes around it, not spicy at all. And serve it with like a simple long grain rice or just with broccoli is how some other people eat it.
And I think one of the things that I love about butter chicken as the founder and CEO here is I've seen the team obsess over like getting it right, getting the right ingredients, getting the right claims, getting the right clean label, none of which is easy to do. And you know, we've had products that we have almost done. We're like, it's just not right yet. It's not right yet. It's not right yet. Now we have a product, we're launching it out, and then we're asking for feedback on it, which is just so cool to see. I mean, it's really like Reba said, one of our core values here is relentless improvement. That's the idea of continuous improvement, and to do it relentlessly. And then we have another core value of customer obsession. And so we're constantly asking all of you, because you are our members, you're the ones that you know, support us and get a box and rely on us to send you the right stuff. We rely on you to give us feedback, tell us what we're doing, what you like, what you don't like, so that we can continually improve and make it better. I'm super excited about the butter chicken. I think it's going to be an awesome, awesome product, and make at least one meal of the week or of the month easier. Do we have a question?
About the butter chicken.
Yes.
Is it already cooked? Is it raw? And what part of the chicken is it from?
That's a great question. Yeah, you do have to heat it to temp. As a reminder, that's a great thank you, team, for that one. You do have to heat it to temp, so we have the cooking instructions on it, but it does not take very long. So you can throw it in the pan and heat it that way, or you can technically, I guess, put it in the microwave. So you just need to make sure it's hot enough to eat, so don't eat it cold, but it is still going to be much easier. And then as far as the part of the chicken, is it chicken thighs, maybe? We will get back to you on that one. I actually don't for certain know. So we will definitely write back in the chat super quickly on what part of the chicken is. Chicken breast, chicken breast.
All chicken breasts, no thighs.
All chicken breast, there you go. It still has that like tender quality to it. And to Mike's point, we really did obsess over this. We've been trying to make it for a long time because we saw a lot of them out there, and we were like, we have to make sure if we make it, it has to be different. It has to like taste really good. It has to have all high quality across the board. Everything from the milk that we're using in it, to the spices that we're using in it, to obviously the chicken that you all know and love from ButcherBox. So I'm really excited for you all to try it. Please definitely add that to your box. I think it's a really, really great product that, to Mike's point, will make at least one night of your month a lot easier for you and your family.
Okay, so we have an additional item, a fun detour that we're going to take. So earlier this year, I asked the team if it was possible to put together a box where we sell everything. And this is for the person who's maybe been with us for a while or really curious about what products we have. And it's the everything box. And so then the team decided, hey, instead of just doing the everything box, we can do the everything box with beef and a quarter cow and a half cow. Yeah. And so we are now selling these boxes, and we'll put the link in the chat, where you can get everything, all the cuts, all the SKUs.
Single cut we make.
And I'm not sure on the price. What's the price on the everything box? It's like 17. Yeah. $15.99.
$15.99. That's hot. Wow. Yeah.
So $15.99, which is obviously expensive, but if you want, your freezer full of stuff, I personally think it would be awesome. We've sold a bunch of them already. I had posted on LinkedIn that if anyone bought one, I would get on the phone with them for 20 minutes. I'm willing to extend that for this live session. So if somebody buys one during this, we will look at that it was done this hour. And if you have any interest in talking to me, we will send you an email and make that offer of spending 20 minutes on the phone with me. I'm happy to talk about anything, whether it's your business, your life, whatever, what we do here at ButcherBox. But I thought that'd be kind of fun as a, I don't know, I thought it would be a fun little prize, time with Mike. And
it's $800 off. If that convinces anyone. Yeah. Last week we were selling it for $2,400. So the team went a little crazy because we're so excited. We think that it would be really awesome. And also, please send us a picture of your freezer if you do buy this. We're interested, like, what does that look like in your household? Yeah. What are you planning on using it for? What size is your freezer? Do you have multiple? So definitely send us a photo, and maybe send us a photo of you having it as a meal. Yeah. You definitely need multiple freezers if you're gonna. You definitely need a chest freezer or something if you're gonna go for the everything box. For sure.
And fun fact, that's actually how I started the company. So my wife and I were cleaning up our diets. We were trying to follow these elimination diets. Every elimination diet that we looked at said eat grass-fed beef because grass-fed beef is healthier. The animal is raised better. That's better for you, the person eating it. So I went on a hunt to find grass-fed beef, and ended up buying meat in a parking lot from a farmer. And it was two black trash bags full of meat. It was a half cow. And I got home and I was like, what do I do with all this meat? I can't put it in my freezer. And so I drove it to work. I drove most of it to work, and I basically gave it out to my friends. And then 3 months later, they're like, can you get us more of that meat? So I did it again. I went and bought, this time, a whole cow. This time sold it to my friends, made a little money. And one of my friends was like, this would be so much easier if it was delivered to my house. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And that began, what began as like an obsession and a desire to eat healthier and to support a local farmer, then turned into what we do today at ButcherBox. And so when that friend said this would be so much easier, that's when I started looking at how do you ship this? How do you source the best quality stuff? How do you make sure the animal is treated better? All of those things. And so I love that we're doing the quarter cow and the half cow. It is not actually a quarter cow or a half cow, just to be clear, because it is cuts that go together to make a quarter cow or a half cow. But you can go on the site, see all the things that come in those boxes. A great value. It's obviously expensive, but if you're the type of person that wants to like buy something, set it and forget it, and be set for half the year, it's a great option for you.
Nice. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. If you have the space, you should definitely get it. If you're buying ButcherBox and you love the cuts that you've already had, I definitely think this is the time to get it. We love doing this sort of thing where we get to dream up something great, and especially because it has that tie to where ButcherBox started, I think it makes it even more special that we know we're extending the love of where we started to where we are today. Moving on, we have an exclusive 4-year offer. I don't think we've ever done this 4-year offer. So a 4-year offer, for those of you who don't know, this means you will get it in every box that you order in a year for this price, total. So if you spend today $100 on flank steak, you will get it in every box you get for a year, which is about a $288 value, which is a pretty insane value. So it'll come in every single box that you get with us for a year. We have done so many of these different 4-year offers. And when we thought about tonight and what would make it special, we were like, let's do something we don't do often. They're not going to get it another time. Thank you all for coming out hanging out with us. And so this is a really, really special offer. And I think flank steak is one of my favorites. I like to put it next to like a mushrooms a la plancha situation, which is basically just having them in like a balsamic vinaigrette with like a goat cheese. I think that's like the fanciest thing I make. So like, don't like get crazy. It's actually not that hard. I'll send around the link. But that's a really, really great product. And if you can get that in every box for $100, you're really going to be able to maximize a lot of that value. And you're not going to be able to find one that tastes as good as the ButcherBox one.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, like, why do you guys do these for life offers or these for year offers? Like, what's the rationale behind it? And, you know, one piece is providing an insane amount of value to our members. We know that if you stack for life offers and you have a few for life offers or a few for year offers, every box you're getting, you're like, I get all this free product. Like, this is amazing. And that's by design. Like, we want you to be like, why would I shop anywhere else? This is such a good value. I love getting my free bacon. I love getting my flank steak for a year. And that's why we do it, is because it's a way for us to say thank you to you for every box that you get during the year. So if you get that, you know, Reba said a $288 value, really that's just our math on what we think you're going to get. But if you get steaks or the flank steaks, you can just stack up your boxes, get a bunch of boxes. We are happy to keep shipping you boxes, keep shipping you flank steaks. That would be great. And I know a lot of you on online right now have, you know, your bacon for life from a former offer, or your ground beef for life. We generally do those at very specific times of the year, and then we don't really do it the rest of the year. So it's kind of special that we're doing this one tonight, flank steak. I love flank steak as well. It's a great tasting cut. You want to make sure that you cut it against the grain. That's important.
Definitely.
Usually I marinate it in some sort of marinade, some like salad dressing type of thing. But a great cut, performs really well. And it's the type of thing that, like, you know, especially if you're getting it in your box for free every time you get a box. It's the type of thing that I don't feel guilty pulling it out during the week and serving it like a fajita style or something like that. Something that my kids love and I love. I love the flavor of it. I think the flake steak is really exceptional.
I think we have a free gift coming out that we're going to give away to someone. So we actually used one part of the free gift during this.
I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out.
So we have these gifts that are going out to some of you in the audience, but we figured we would give away an extra one tonight. So we have a whole set. This is a lovely cutting board from our partners at Headley & Bennett. They make amazing aprons. You've probably seen some of the funky, cool aprons they've been doing. A lot of great partnerships with like the NFL. So if you're watching football, you're going to just see a lot of these aprons going around. But this is an amazing cutting board. They also make amazing knife sets and just a lot of great products that help you make dinner in a quality way, which is what we stand for. So partners that we work with, these are partners that start as ButcherBox employees are first using them. We're using them in our houses and we're like, we can't live without these. So we must bring great quality options to our customers. And so this all comes from like things we use. These are not just like, we're not getting paid to do this. We're giving it away to you for free. And so we're excited to do that. So we have that. And we also have a couple of other items here. We have a spoonula, which I had never known that was the word for this, but this is a special way of scooping things out of a pan. You can also flip with it. So it has both the options of being a spoon and a spatula. It's also a great quality product, so we're giving this away. We have an actual kind of grill spatula here to show off. And then we have some nice tongs, which I can unwrap for you all to see. And so these are just a great little set. This is a thank you to you all for coming back. $200 value. Wow. Yeah, these are really nice. I think this cutting board is worth probably $200 honestly on its own. So it's a really amazing cutting board. I have one in my house. I really love it. It doesn't scratch up easily and it just has that great quality kind of dark wood feeling. I also have some light wood ones as well, but this is a great one. And then we have this little set just to something for you to think about us while you're cooking your holiday meal. So we're giving this away to one lucky person online. Do we have a winner? We have a winner. Wow. Who?
Beth Spicer.
Beth Spicer, you've won a whole set.
Right.
You didn't even know you were going to win it. I'm so excited for you to have these. We're going to package these up from our office. So we'll send you a nice little note and say thank you. We really do appreciate all of our members for sticking around with us, for coming on tonight. We don't do this often, and so it's really fun for Mike and I to get to talk to all of you about the things that we love about ButcherBox. And then for those of you who are feeling maybe a little sad that you didn't get this great gift, we have a gift for everyone in the audience tonight. And so we are giving away crispy veggie tots to everyone. So all of you will get those in your box. I don't know. How's that going to work, Kyle?
It's coming.
Link is coming in the chat real soon, so add those. That is you're going to get free crispy veggie tots. This product also comes out of a long time of obsessing about a project. So back in the summertime, for those of you who are top members, we do an invite with our producers. I did a session with Haley, who runs Actual Veggies, a great company that we've worked with, and which is funny because people think like, why would ButcherBox work with an all veggie company? But we're really about having quality food around your table. So we had already worked with them on a few things. If you all remember our black bean burger, we did kind of a green burger, and then we were going to launch a fry. So we do have the veggie fries, which are awesome. They sneak in the veggies. So if you have kids and they're kind of picky about how they get their veggies, we've heard great things from members. But then I said, why don't we just have a tot? Like, people love tots. And so the tots are an exclusive to ButcherBox. And I love that kind of thinking, that we went from like, we have this great fry, but like, why don't we add something else that gives people a little bit more variety in how they have it? And so the tots have been doing really, really well. I think our customers really like them. They like the fact that they have veggies in them, but they don't taste like they're full of veggies, and the same thing with the fries. But we're giving away those tots tonight as a thank you all for kind of coming out and talking to us. So definitely go add those to your box, and we really, really want to thank you all. And I don't know, Mike, if you want to close us out with a few words.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we won't be
straight.
sending you this cutting board. Just so
Not
you know.
this one. No, it'll be a fresh new one, fresh in the pack.
fresh
Yeah,
and
no,
new.
and not these ones either that I've already touched, just to
Yeah.
be clear. You're getting a fresh pack.
Fresh pack.
Fresh pack. We have a bunch of them in the office.
So one of the things that I think is the coolest part about ButcherBox and about what we've built here is just thinking about the concept of sharing a meal. And so we have shipped over 1 billion meals. I think it's almost 1.5 billion meals over the past 10 years, which is a lot. That sounds like a huge number, which it is. And I think about all of the people over the holidays and during the week and all the time sitting down and looking at the center of their plate, and they see a piece of meat that we have obsessed over sourcing you the best quality thing. And I don't take that lightly. I think, your choice to trust me and trust us to provide you and your family with the best possible quality, the best possible product, something we've obsessed over, something that's delicious, something that's sourced incredibly well, something that's raised well, where the farmer's paid well, the environment's treated well. All of that, all those little details are what we obsess over. But ultimately, what we care about is when you stare down at the plate, you feel good. You feel like you made a great decision. You feel really proud of the meal that you are about to eat. And you feel really good with people saying like, wow, this turkey's amazing, or that ham, or that sable fish. We love that our members feel like they have made a good decision, that they're eating healthier, and they're supporting a company that then supports many, many people that we work with. And I just want to say thank you as we're rounding out 2025. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you for your years of membership. Thank you for participating in this little fun experiment that we've been doing, because we couldn't do this without you, and we deeply appreciate your partnership, your membership, and your business. So thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Goodbye.